Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the BYOB Morning Show. Y'all know what time it is. It's Mardi Gras time. It's Fat Tuesday. Rolo bon ton. Let the good times roll. We are here today. We are celebrating Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday, but guess what else we're celebrating? We're going to celebrate our path to seven figures. Because see, whenever you're on your way somewhere, sometimes it gets a little sticky, it might get a little hard, but you still got to celebrate in anticipation of getting to the finish line and getting the victory. And in these times that we are in right now, I think we need a little fun. We need a little celebration. So I'm Rose Fauntleroy. I'm celebrating Mardi Gras this morning. I'm celebrating Fat Tuesday. I'm going to pass it off to my illustrious co-host. What say y'all? What say y'all this morning?
Good morning, good morning. I'm Verlin Smith Randolph, the Rose of Audacity. And I'm here too. I am no longer afraid of making money. There it is.
There it is.
Let's celebrate.
You on mute.
You know it. I can't never start the day without having to take off the mute button. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Chiquita Lindsay, you know, I like the title this morning, Celebrate Your Path to Seven Figures. It should be a joy along the way as you're earning your potential. And everybody has the potential of earning 6, 7, 8 figures. Do you believe you can do it? That's the number one thing. Do you believe you can do it? And so welcome everybody. It is Fat Tuesday. I gotta go find me a rain cake somewhere.
I was telling Berlin earlier when I used to work at my other job, not the one I retired from, our clients in New Orleans would send us that cake every year for Fat Tuesday. And you know what they say, the person that finds the baby in the cake.
Oh, yes, the baby.
I used to always get the slice with the baby. So I miss my Fat Tuesday cakes.
Well, I was disappointed with the baby.
You weren't? Well, yeah, it was a little plastic, little baby.
Yeah, it's a little plastic. It was a little plastic baby.
So. And if you weren't careful, you were eating it wrong. You might swallow that bag.
You cut right through them. Yeah.
Exactly. You could swallow that baby.
Right.
This morning, we are going to invite you all on the journey with us on the path to your seven figures. You could go to bit.ly/Black Girl Profits Call to set up your call for your assessment, your seven-figure assessment, to see where you need to maybe start some things, tweak some things, so that you can be celebrating on your path. Because every path doesn't have to have a pothole. You could walk around the pothole and, you could just shake it, shake it, shake it. Let the music play while you walk on your way to seven figures. What y'all think?
I think you're right. A lot of people wait and say, well, what do I need to get ready? It's not what you need to get ready. It's getting ready. It's taking that first step and getting ready. It is a path. You can't go from 0 to 7 immediately. It's a path that you have to walk. And I like that you can celebrate and have fun along the way as you're learning and, getting to your 6 figures. This is the year to make something. If you never made 5 figures, then it's time for you to make that 5, that 6, 7, 8. That's your path.
Right.
That's your path.
That's your path.
Mm-hmm.
And what we need to do is just follow our path. So many times we listening, excuse me, to this one and we listening to that one. We get confused. We don't know which way to go.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. But if you hire wise counsel, the word tells us about the wise counsel, right? And let them help lead you in the right direction. You'll be well on your way. You'll be well on your way.
And if you never start, good morning, Ursula. Good morning, Dee. If you never start, you will never walk along the path. You know, you all may say, you all are sitting up here because you all are well on your way, well on your path. Well, each one of us sitting here is in a different place on our path. But the only way that we could get to that place is we had to start.
Yeah.
We had to take that first step. And I chose to take my first step in celebration.
Mm-hmm.
In celebration.
And then usually the first step in a lot of cases is the hardest step. Just taking that first step. I don't want to turn around. I want to keep moving in the direction that I'm moving in. Because 2 years ago, I'd have never thought it. I'd have never dreamed it. But all things are possible. If you want it, you got to go get it. You got to go get it. Ladies, I'm excited. I don't know about y'all.
I'm excited too. I know
are we frozen?
We're kind of hesitating, it looks like. But you know, some women always think that things have to be perfect. There's nothing perfect. And you still move forward in your perfections. You just need to know when to get help. You always need help to move to the next level. The next level is scary. You don't have to go it alone. You don't have to go it alone. And so I think we're freezing a little bit. So, but go to that link if you need help getting to your 6, 7, 8 figures this year. Go to bit.ly Black Girl Profits, call and get help. Go now.
Absolutely. No, we're good. We might look a little funny on this end, but we pretty good. We pretty good. We gonna celebrate. You know, it's Fat Tuesday, so you know anything can happen, and we're gonna roll with it. Right. But you're right. If you never start, you never get in the middle. You never get to the end. And you never get to the next level. I don't even like to think of it as an end, that you get to the end, because when you get to the end of your journey, you know what that means. It's the end. So you always want to be stepping up level by level.
Oh, that's good.
Level by level. If you go to bit.ly/Black Girl Profit Call, you could get a 7-figure business assessment. Doesn't cost you anything to find out where you are. And I'm going to add that up here, to find out where you are, because you may judge it as you're in one place. But once you get an assessment from someone who's done this before, you may find that you're in a totally different place. Mm-hmm. But you know, that is the basis of getting wise counsel.
Right.
And if anybody joined us for the boot camp, oh, y'all should be dancing all over the place.
Wow. Yeah.
Because the boot camp was off the chain. The boot camp took you from no business, just an idea, a vision. Think about that, a vision, all the way to 7 figures, all the way to building that 7-figure foundation. You were laying the bricks each step of the way. Each step of the way. Verlin, what you think?
Yeah, and that's what it is. It starts with the foundation. It starts with the foundation. And over here in this community, you don't go from 0 to 100 overnight. It starts with the foundation, like anything else. Because if your structure isn't well, what about it, Mr. Keita? It'll just crumble down on you.
You're right. You're exactly right, Verlin. You know, one of my favorite movies as a little girl was The Wizard of Oz. So how was Dorothy going to go see the wizard? She had to follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah.
There's a path. In anything that you do, there's a path you have to follow. If you get off the path, if you're off the path right now, get back on it. And we have the path. And, you know, and maybe if Dorothy had knew that she's going to run into the flying monkeys and the wicked witch or whatever, she never would have went on that path. But the ultimate goal was to get home. In this case, the ultimate goal is to build a big business so that you can leave a legacy and you can survive. And there's people out there waiting on your business to help them that are assigned to you. So you have to take this journey. If you're already on the journey, you need help. If you've never started the journey, you need help. Wise counsel is the number one way for you to get where you want to be financially. And so go to that link, it's just a call. Don't be scared to make a call. Just go to that link at bit.ly Black Girl Profits with an S. Call. And book your call today and see where you're at. Get that survey. You got to know where you're starting from. And sometimes you think you're in better shape than you are, and you're not.
Right.
If you're scared to look in your bank account this morning, you need help. You need help.
And help, getting help is okay. You know, we don't like to ask for help. We don't.
Mm-hmm.
We rather break it up really, really bad, mess it up really, really bad before we ask for help. And we don't have to go to that extreme. We don't have to. Right. Help is available.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited about it. I mean, that boot camp just lit something under me, inside of me. I'm just ready to just continue and going forward and working harder.
Right.
It does. I'm ready.
Exactly. If you missed the boot camp, it's okay. You can still get the replays. Go back and watch the replays for the boot camp. It's still $10.10. It's a whole master class. It's a whole 14-week class. You'll be surprised how much information is in that boot camp. Coach just kicked the door down every night. Wasn't even no doors left on the last night.
Yep, she was stomping a hole in the floor on the last night because she had knocked all the doors off the hinges. But Chiquita, I really like the analogy you made with the Wizard of Oz. Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite movies too. Used to scare me when I was a kid because, you know, the mean old witch and the mean old lion and all of that. But you're right. You have to follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah.
Right.
It's your path. And it's such a great analogy for life and for business. Because sometimes you get off the path. You see the Tin Man over on the side and you wonder, what is this? So you veer off the path a little bit and you pick up some friends. Mm-hmm. Then you get back on the path. So then you have someone to go with you. And then there are other detours, but if you stay true to what your ultimate goal was, which for Dorothy was to get home.
Right.
She wanted to get home at all costs, which meant she got off the path, but she got back on the path. She picked up some friends along the way. And then she uncovered a lot of the myths about what's behind the curtain. And it's the same thing in our businesses. We think that what's behind the curtain is the biggest, scariest thing, and come to find out, it's not even real. It's a perpetration of what someone wants you to see.
Right.
So get wise counsel so you can see what the realness of it is.
Yeah. And you know what, Rosie? She had the power all the time.
Exactly. Everything she needed.
She had everything she needed all the time. That's like women. We have everything we need, but we need a counselor to say, baby girl, you already got it. You already got it. Just do this, do that. You know, it's more than just clicking the heels together. But there's some things you got to do for your power to show, for you really use your power to get where you want to go in life. That's why you need help. That's why a coach is visionary. They tell you, they help your greatness shine. Right.
Yeah. The thing is, you have to believe it.
Right.
You have to believe it.
Right. You're right. Her belief. Exactly.
That is so true. You have to believe it. And if you don't believe it, that's the first step. Because once you believe it, once you start believing something and seeing it in your mind's eye, you can't unsee it. Because it's going to keep coming back to you. It's going to keep coming back to you. So move on what's in your mind's eye. Move on what's in your spirit. Go to bit.ly/Black Girl Profits Call. Schedule a call with the team, or you're probably going to get coached when you call. And she's going to go through that 7-figure assessment with you. And then you'll know exactly what steps to take along your path going forward.
Right. And D. Jefferson said, if you don't ask for help, you'll never get to 6 or 7 figures. You're exactly right, D.
You're exactly
You could have done it on your, if you could have done it by yourself, you would have already done it. What our coach says. Yep, you need help. It's okay to ask for help.
And I can attest to that because there were years, and I mean years, while I was still working, where I said, I'm going to build this. I'm going to do this piece tonight. I'm going to do this piece tomorrow. I'm going to get up early. I sit down at night to do that piece. And the next thing you know, my head is in my chest like this. And I'm asleep and haven't accomplished a thing. So yeah, get wise counsel and get you some help. Get you some help.
Yeah.
Especially on this Fat Tuesday. This is the time to do it.
It is.
This is celebration time.
Yeah.
This is celebration time. You know, it's celebration time. We might be, you know, we can't go to New Orleans and have our usual Mardi Gras party for the whole month. But you know, we can still celebrate a little bit. We can still celebrate a little bit, y'all. Come on, dance with us. I got my beads. Y'all need me to throw y'all some beads? Y'all need me to throw y'all some beads?
You got plenty over there, Rosie. We don't want
sure
to
do.
Tell us how you got them beads, girl, because I know what they thinking.
I know what they thinking too, but y'all don't have to worry. I didn't do anything strange for my beads. Only thing I did strange for these beads was I had to duck them as they were throwing them. They were hitting me all in the head. But every time they threw them, I picked them up. So I got, and this is from many trips to New Orleans, but every time they threw them, I picked them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we having us a good old time, Nana, because you know why? Because we've been stuck in the house. We've been on punishment. We've been all those things that are not good. It's time to celebrate regardless. Regardless. Celebrate with your family day. Celebrate with your friends today. Even if you just you get on Zoom and do it. You know, get on Zoom and do it. Have you a Fat Tuesday party over Zoom. You know, it may not be the same as the real thing, but it can help to work out some of those doldrums.
Yeah, you never know. It could possibly change your life for the better. And like Coach always say, we have receipts over here.
Absolutely, we have receipts over here. Jamila, they normally will reach out to you. So someone will be reaching out to you shortly.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I'd be remiss if I did not acknowledge this morning that in Texas, a lot of people are without power and snowed in. So that may have something to do with a lot of things not working correctly today, because a lot of our crew is without power and they are iced in and snowed in. I would never have thought in a million years to see the weather and the temperature what it is in Texas right now.
Right.
I just, and I hope that everybody is safe and well and warm.
Right.
And we miss y'all, but we gonna party for you. We gonna heat it up for you. I still got the music playing in my head, y'all.
We can tell.
I know, right? LaShawn Bird said she had her call on yesterday.
Yay! Yay! But
see everybody.
Yep, you're right, Rosie. I looked at it was like 16 degrees in Texas.
Can you believe? I can't believe it.
And does anybody in Texas own a coat?
You know, I was thinking the same thing.
Boots other than cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Right. I was thinking the same thing this morning. I wonder, do they have coats warm enough for these temperatures?
Right. That's really cold for Texas.
But what I would say, if you don't have one, stay at home.
Right.
If you're supposed to go out and go to work today, call in and say, you know what? I don't have no coat to come in there today. I can't heat up.
And so Dee gave us an update. Texas has some grids that are frozen. Mm-hmm. It's been frozen for some days. So just stay patient, sis. You're going to get your call.
Absolutely. But you know what? I found out this morning there was something else I didn't know. A lot of stuff I don't know. And see, that's another thing. You have to be able to admit when you don't know something. If you don't know the answer, say you don't know the answer. It's nothing wrong with not knowing, because you don't learn anything if you know everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did not know that Texas had its own power grid. I think they're the only, I think it's maybe one other state, but Texas has their own power grid. So they don't feed off the other grids. They have one all to themselves. And evidently, they've not experienced cold like this. So it's really affecting everything.
You know what? I believe that, Rosie, because Texas is humongous.
Humongous.
Take 5 days to get out of Texas if you're trying to go out of town. I'm kind of exaggerating, guys.
It probably does take about that long when you're trying to get out the state of Texas.
To leave the state of Texas.
Because it takes almost an hour. When I was in Texas, I have a girlfriend that lives in Harris County. Harris County is really, 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 really big. But I was staying on the other side of town from her. It took her about an hour to get over there where I was.
Wow.
Yeah. Whereas it takes 20 or 30 minutes to go to the other side of town.
No, when we went to Houston a couple years ago now, it was a road trip from Houston to Houston. I was like, oh my God, we've been in this car 6 hours. It wasn't like 6 hours, but it was like 2 hours. I was like,
the kids, are we there yet?
It is. Like what's the name say? Houston is massive. It is. It's huge.
It is. But we hope that you all are doing well in Houston. On Fat Tuesday. Hopefully y'all had some chili and some good old cake and what is those the beignets that everybody like? I didn't like the beignets. It tastes like an old dried up donut to me. But it did. I went to Cafe Du Monde, and I love Cafe Du Monde, but when they brought me the beignets sprinkled with the sugar, the powdered sugar, and I bit into it, I was like, I know this not what y'all bragging about. I said they must have bought me one from way in the back. Not the one that was fresh from up front. They bought me one from way in the back. But I love you.
He said it's snowing in Alabama.
Oh wow. Vicky, y'all got snow.
Girl.
Wow.
Hopefully it's coming this
You
way.
all get snow. Yes, Tamika, gumbo. You're right. I forgot the gumbo. I ate fried chicken every day I was there. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was there for 10 days, sick for 6 of them, but I ate fried chicken every day. Sometimes twice a day because it was so good.
Yeah. So, ladies, if you snowed in today, this is a great day for you to go back and watch those boot camp replays.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead and go to bit.ly Money Fight 21. There is discounted. There's a discount code where you can get it for $10.10. It's all caps Fight, FIGHT. Catch up on those replays. If you want to watch them again, this is a chance for you to watch them again today. Book your call. Maybe the grid is stuck now. Maybe not. Maybe it is. But go ahead and get that yourself scheduled for that call.
That's right, Chiquita.
Yeah.
Get on the schedule now. Because
Right.
if the grid and the phones and stuff are not working, when it does come back up, you don't want to be at the back of the line.
Right.
You want to get as close to the front of the line as you can.
Yeah. Get your spot. Get your spot. bit.ly Black Girl Profits with an S call.
Absolutely.
Right.
And if you didn't attend the boot camp, because I think, I don't know if any of you all remember, I had said the revolution is not going to be televised. So you got a little snippet of what was coming those nights, but then it went into the private room. See,
Right.
it's always good to have private access because you get special things when you have private access, when you are behind the velvet rope in VIP. So VIP said that the boot camp was held in the VIP room. So if you weren't able to be there, now is your time to get the replays.
Right.
And Coach was kind enough to put the replays on a discount. If you use the code word FIGHT in all caps and go to bit.ly/moneyfight21, you can get the replays for half off. Now, where they do that at? Because the room was packed. There were over 300 people in the room. 300 people had VIP access. So you can get the replays, get your VIP access, and you can start it, stop it, implement it, start it some more, stop it, implement, take a nap, come back. Y'all know I'm going to throw the nap in there. You take a nap, come back. And it's not something that's going to, like on Mission Impossible, it's going to go up in smoke after a certain time. When you get the replays, you have those for life. And it's a skill, and it teaches you skills that you'll have for a lifetime. And then on top of that, they filled out grant applications.
How much was that for? Was it 30,000? $30,000
$30,000 total. One was for 10. I think one was for another 10, and then one was for 20. It was one in there for 20, and I know one for 10. They filled out several grant applications. And in those replays, Coach walks them through the questions on each one. That's priceless.
That is priceless.
That's right, Dee. I agree with you. Share if it's not for you, share it. Share the link with a friend. Share the link with a friend so that they could get started on their business. I'm sure you have that friend that's always talking about what they want to do, but they never get started. Well, maybe they don't know how to get started. You could give them that push. This could be the push that they need.
Yeah.
Vicky says 30,000 in grants.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
a lot of free money.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
That would help you well on your way to your path to 7 figures. That's a good amount to keep you on the yellow brick road. You won't have to make a lot of detours. A lot of detours. You know, you get detoured by the shiny objects. I'll be first one to admit it. The shiny objects will usually get me. But when you have the shiny objects usually get you though, I found when you don't think you have the resources that you need to stay on the path. And then once you jump off and you get that shiny object, because you always think the grass is greener, and you find out that shiny object didn't mean a thing, then you get back on the path. Luckily, in this community, if you happen to get off the path, and then when you get back on, there's usually someone that's either going to be right beside you or right behind you to take you by the hand and skip you forward. That's the power of a community. So don't let your fear, your anxiety, or just the confusion not allow you to get started, not allow you to get your 7-figure assessment. Your assessment doesn't cost you anything, doesn't cost you any money, just cost you a little bit of time. But if you're wasting time anyway, this can only improve that. What y'all think?
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, Rosie. I think you hit it right on the nail. We don't have no time to waste. 2021, we know what happened in 2020. We got to get us as women out here and protect our family. Where's your business? Do that business assessment. Everybody out there needs help with their business. Even if you think you're making enough money now, you're not, because your potential is way much higher than you think.
Yeah.
So we got to go get it, because they're not just bringing it to us. We got to go get it. Our very existence, our family legacy, the rest of the way you live the rest of your life, you need to go get what's yours. And you can't do it alone. I already know that. I tried to do that. So
I tried to do that.
Do it alone. So we're just telling you right now. And we've been down that road. So we're telling you what we've been through, because we've been here. So we're like, come on, let's go, ladies. Let's go.
That's right, because that's the queen of real estate right there, y'all. She can tell you. It's go time.
In this economy today, we got to get what's ours.
Especially for us women.
Right. For us women.
You know, we love our men, but especially for us women, because we have to have something of our own.
Right.
Exactly. We give so much. Where's ours? Don't wait until you're physically and emotionally exhausted to try to go get what's yours. The time is now.
Now.
If you're in this live stream right now, there's a reason why you're here. If you've been with us for the past week, if you were in that boot camp and you didn't make a move, get unstuck. Get unstuck. Hit that call link. If you haven't got a call yet, just hold on. It's coming. If you missed the boot camp, get the replays. It will change your life. It's not the product, it's a lifestyle. It's changing your life. You deserve it.
Absolutely, Shakita. You said a mouthful. It's not a product, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
It's exactly. A lifestyle. And there's somebody out there this morning wanting to change their lifestyle. They're not satisfied. And they know that there's more. They can feel it. But they just don't know how where to go to get it. Well, here it is right here.
Right.
Y'all here see we're dancing.
Well, listen, we got a lot of stuff to do today. So we're about to get out of here. Any closing statements? Who's that? We got a famous closer. With a closer close us out.
I would just say, as Coach always tells us, get mad. Make a decision. Get mad. Now is the time. You don't have tomorrow. You don't even have yesterday. You have right now.
Right.
And all we're asking is go to the link. Take a look around and see. Just take a chance on yourself. I'm living proof. I took the chance. It was scary, absolutely. But I'm so, so glad I did. And I'm sure that these other two ladies here on the panel, my sisters, can attest to the same.
Absolutely.
Make a decision. Go to bit.ly/Black Girl Profits Call and schedule a call. It's just a call. That's all it is. Or go to the link of the boot camp. That boot camp was phenomenal. And she now has it down to $10.10. And we have VIP room, like Mr. Keita said, with over 300 some people in there. Take a look at it in your free time. And that's something that you can go back and listen to over and over and over again. And you'll see the type of relationship that you actually have with money. And when we discussed the vision boards, we just talked about it. No paste, no glue, no pictures, no scissors, no clipping of anything. It was just an eye opener. So you can take a look into your inner self, into you, to see and find out the things that we can do better to help us to move forward. We don't have to struggle. People love to say, oh, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. Yeah, right. But better is out there also.
Absolutely.
So we thank you for joining us this morning. And indeed, we do have quite a bit to do this morning. It's cold here where we are, so we still have power and able to do things. And we're going to keep our the rest of our families in prayer that their heat and electricity and everything that they need will be provided on this day. But we thank you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we look forward to seeing you again, same time tomorrow morning. Have a great day.
We're going to take y'all out with a little music. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.